this takes me back to the point, my original point, which is that everyone is a genius. I walk into rooms all the time with CEOs, and the next day I walk into a room filled with children with profound special needs. And yet I have never walked into a room in my life that was not full of unique creative geniuses. Not once. Everyone is a genius. The problem is we don't listen to find out what their genius is. We don't look for their genius. We look for our picture of the genius that we think we need them to show up as or get out of the way while we demonstrate our genius. And what tends to happen is that then we disregard so much brilliance. A lot of times when I'm working with CEOs or managers, what I end up talking to them about is the fact that, have they ever considered that the janitor has the answer to their innovation problem? Have they ever considered that their secretary knows more about how they could solve their organizational dilemmas than all of the managers put together in a room, because that person does it every minute and picks up the slack for all of these people all the time. It comes naturally to her or him, but we're assuming all the time that genius, that brilliance, that intelligence, that an offer that we want to accept has to look a certain way. And when I work with teachers are in a horrible position in this country, especially because education is so wrapped up in testing and quantifying and qualifying, and even teacher compensation is a lot of times wrapped up in a package with how much they are able to have their students come up to a certain testing level. So what I work with teachers on is just a simple notion that how would their behavior change if every time they walked into a classroom, they were sure that all those kids were geniuses, and that their job was to provide them the tools they needed to express that genius, not to decide whether or not they had any. But our education system is based on literally that, teachers and tests deciding whether or not the kids have any genius, not showing them how to express the genius that we know for certain that they've got.